Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for having me on the show. At the onset, let us all unite to wish our Prime Minister a very successful tour because in his success is the success of India. But the pertinent questions raised by the Congress in the opposition, I will not speak for the Shiv Sena because I think that was a ridiculous letter put out by Sanjay Raut, and we'll get to that later. But the pertinent questions raised by the Congress, I think this requires some amount of consideration and some amount of merit. There are two issues that we raised. One, proud that India is a part of Quad, and of course, we know that the next battles will be in the South Pacific Sea. But we have two massive problems pertaining to our neighbors. One, our trade deficit with China is over 100 billion, and China, Russia, Pakistan axis now with wheat, with crude oil, and with gas is seriously undermining India, with Russia refusing to take our rupees, and we cannot trade in dollar. There is a strategic problem there. We haven't been able to convince the US to make the exception that Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had made with the US for the Iran trade. Prime Minister Modi has not been able to do that. Point number two, we have a massive problem in Manipur. Ma'am, I'm involved in Manipur trying to send some relief. For the last 15 days, no trucks are going there. It's almost as if this integral part of India is cut off. And the Honorable Prime Minister, while I wish him the best for America, has not bothered to address this very critical issue where across the border through drug routes, AK-47s, 56s, and rocket launchers are being used to kill Indian citizens. And you know, it's like a genocide as if happening in Syria and Afghanistan. It is something that we need to stand up and speak more about. And the Prime Minister and the Home Minister hasn't addressed those issues. I think it's legitimate for the opposition to ask these very pertinent issues. Have we given up on Manipur? If we haven't given up on Manipur, why isn't the Honorable Home Minister addressing it? He went there for a few days. What is the solution? It's cut off from the country. Nothing is going there. How do we save our citizens? And this is again with a bordering state, Myanmar. And you know the Chinese influence on Myanmar. The Chinese army controls the Myanmar army. There's been a coup there. Weapons are coming into India. Aren't these legitimate questions that the Indian National Congress is asking?